Some will scoff, others will roll their eyes, and many who have called the state home long enough to realize this isn't how it always has been will say, it's about frickin' time. Push harder. Speaker of the House Mike Chenault was paying attention when Senator Lisa Murkowski held up a map demonstrating how much of Alaska is federal lands. Everything that's colored on this map. Chenault filed a bill saying in short, give us our state back.
I doubt that it will probably happen, but it's certainly worth the time and effort to try to assert to the federal government that we are a state and that we would like to be more dependent on ourselves and not on the federal government in order to make our way for Alaskans, to make sure that Alaskans have jobs and that we can take care of ourselves.
Tired of the rhetoric of federal overreach, untouchable wilderness, and red tape, Chenault is taking up a banner that was put down when Alaska became a state. The State Land Selection Bill was crafted to force the federal government to finish the Statehood Act land selection process that was started more than 50 years ago. It would require the United States to transfer title to public lands to the state. Proceeds from any land sales would be split evenly, with the state's share deposited into the general fund. Now, before you get your hackles up that China would buy the highest peak in North America, know that national parks, monuments, and historical sites would be excluded. If nothing else, Chenault hopes it will get Alaska's voices at the table when decisions are being made that directly impact the state.
We need to make sure that we're at the table whenever these conversations are happening. We continually hear that we've had input from 600,000 people. I doubt that 600,000 Alaskans have filled out a questionnaire or to the federal government as far as ANWR goes. Maybe that's in the thousands. And so who is really controlling Alaska's destiny? It's certainly not Alaska, it's outside groups. And that's what we're concerned with.
Congress granted Alaska a selection of public lands and laid out a process for their transfer in Section 6 of the Alaska Statehood Act. The intent was to allow Alaska to become independent by developing her resources and to be able to expand her communities.
Basically, we're asking the federal government to turn over lands back to the state of Alaska.
Chenault said he took inspiration from a similar measure passed by Utah a couple years ago that called for the transfer of more than 20 million acres. Reporting in Juneau, I'm Dorene Lorenz.